Hello everybody, I'm back from my trip and I'm at home and able to do more regular updates. Alright, so currently as it stands, we're at just about 10% drawdown and things are looking good. And I'll get into why I think that things are going to start to turn around for us pretty soon. But we did receive 28% drawdown in the last 48 hours. Things got pretty bad and I was considering closing out some trades. No, I don't close out all of my trades at 28%. Some people are thinking that, oh, well, you're going to knock out all of your profit, all your gain. That's not how I close out. What I do is when we're in drawdown, I start chipping away at some of the worst trades. So let's say for example, uh, we have some trades that are in right now. I'll start closing out some of the highest drawdown positions, like the pound CAD that has an 18 or a $19 drawdown. And I'll close out maybe a couple of those. So we'll chip away and take some losses, but it allows to free up some margin and for me to potentially make some of those losses back once trades start going back in my favor. Um, and it depends on the price and where it's going as well. I may close out more floating trades or maybe a bit less depending on what I see happening. Yesterday, I got very close to closing out all trades right before the Canadian dollar trade balance news. Because if that was negative, which it was positive, but if it was negative, it would have really hurt things a lot for me. And if it was negative, I probably would have started closing out some positions. So this news was very important to me because if it was negative, I would have probably started chipping away. And so once that news was positive, it gave me reason to hold on to these trades a bit longer. I wanted some closure with what was happening with the tariffs. We didn't have enough information from what they would include. We knew that they were happening. We knew that that Canada would potentially take a big hit because they export 85 to 90% of their steel and aluminum to the U.S. And I'm just like, that is such a high number. That is really gonna hurt them, and that's what was going on with our trades. That they were getting really hurt because in the Canadian dollar was falling in value a lot because this was very substantial. I compare this news announcement to something like Brexit. I know some of you may think that Brexit was a bigger deal. But to me, this is massive. These tariffs are not just affecting Canada and Mexico, but they're going to affect worldwide. It's a big issue. And for Canada, it's even more substantial because of the percentage of their exports that they in steel and aluminum that they give us. Um, and I just didn't buy it. I just didn't buy that this is going to that they were just going to just cut it, make it simple. Just say you're going to get taxed on this, even though you supplied this amount, this much steel and aluminum to us. And I just wanted more information on that before making big decisions on my trading. So what just recently happened? This is what the White House has said. Advisor Pete Navarro said on Wednesday that Canada would be exempt from tariffs. And Sarah Sanders also mentioned this as well. We don't know the details of this, but this is a good sign for me to continue to hold on to my positions. And we don't know the details, as mentioned, but this is a good start. All right. So, do I think we're going to profit? Yes, I do. I think that we're going to come out in profit on these trades. And what is that going to look like? Well, I know that I'm not going to be able to take a huge amount of profit here, but I should be able to get anywhere from 3, maybe 4% off of the current trades that we have in the market. And all of that, I'm going to get a lot of critique from other traders saying, you're risking 28% drawdown to gain 4. That's just awful money management. I don't look at it like that. I look at it holding on to minimize losses. I like to hold on to trades a bit longer, let them give them room and space to uh, roll into profit. And I do this within reason. If drawdown becomes over 25%, I start considering closing out trades. And in this case, I was doing that, but haven't actually executed closing out any positions yet. So if for those that are watching me and trying to understand what I'm doing, I basically am doing pretty much the opposite of what other traders do. And they don't like that. And they think it's wrong. They think it's that if nobody's doing it, then it's not profitable. But if they think that everybody uses this indicator or that indicator, then that's what I should be using. You guys know that I view the markets in a different way. And I have for the past at least 4 years. So previously, and I've mentioned this in previous videos as well, I said that in the last 4 years, I've had one losing month. And a similar situation like this happened. It was actually revolving around Brexit and the pound CAD again. And I was in some trades and ended up taking a 15% loss, I think it was, on the trades because I took a preventative loss. I was worried about what the future may bring on the trades and ended up closing out all of them at that time. And what happened after was all the trades started rolling into profit, and that trade or that loss would have been a profitable basket of trades. So basically, I closed out at the wrong time when a preventative loss would have been a gain, a profitable gain. But I don't kick myself too much for that because it was a preventative loss, because it could have been a lot worse than that. A 15% loss could have been a 30% loss. And I didn't want to take that risk and the trade's getting worse at the time. And so I made a judgment call, and it ended up being not the right one, but it also could have prevented further losses. I did the same thing here, but decided that there was enough reasoning to hold on to our positions. And it looks like I was right so far. So moving forward, we'll just continue to wait out the trades and still sitting at 10%. I still expect them to fall over time, but we still need official details from the White House on the tariffs. But until then, I'm just going to continue to wait and see what happens and keep you guys posted on what the future will entail and if I need to close out positions, if I'm going to extend profit, all that kind of stuff. Keep in mind for those that are watching my videos or still following my trades, that there's going to be some trash talk with me because, well, some traders don't think what I'm doing is ideal because it's so much different. I basically break all the rules in trading. All my money management, my strategy, everything that I do is, majority of it at least, is pretty much the opposite. So the comments that come in on YouTube and other places are going to be negative. A lot of them will be negative, especially when they come from traders and they see how I trade the market. So if that affects you in a negative way, for those that are following me, then just don't read the comments on YouTube, at least the negative ones, because they can affect your views on me and my strategy. But if you can't handle a situation like this, again, then this is maybe not a good decision for you to be involved with copying my trades. But this is a good example of probably the worst that my strategy will see. And so if you're able to withstand a situation like this with me now, then I think this is moving forward with me is going to be much easier. All right. So until next time, I'll probably have another update tomorrow, and give you guys some more info on our trades. Maybe we were able to close out for profit or loss, who knows. But yes, I will come out with another update and we'll talk a little bit more about the trades and if anything has changed. All right, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.